So what we're going to do, we're going to take our science probe, which in my mind actually worked pretty well. We're going to add on, actually what I should be looking at, I'm going to add on that new science. This is a Geiger counter. Stick it right here. We'll turn it on. So the Geiger counter collects science. Yeah, it's very much the same sort of thing. Doesn't use up a ton of electricity. Takes 8 minutes to transmit all its science. Boy, it's going to be a lot better once I have planes and stuff. I can fly around with these things and actually stay in the air. I think I'm going to keep this largely kind of the way it is. I don't see anything wrong with it. Let's see if there's any other contracts. Any other contracts that are worth grabbing. I really, really would like to have those parachutes. That would really help. Contracts. So, career evolution, early space program, upper atmosphere uncrewed. Can I get to the upper atmosphere? Not quite light. Kármán line, that must be getting over 70 kilometers doing suborbital. Yes, it is. Crewed milestones, break the sound barrier. Not ready for that one yet. And this is another one to reach the upper atmosphere. Let's grab these two to reach the upper atmosphere. We'll get there eventually. And this one. So look very carefully at the fine print. Make sure it's exactly what I think it is. Yep, 18 kilometers. And where was the other one that I had? 18 kilometers. Yep. Okay. All right, let's get back in here. Yeah, I think you're right, Stephen. I think more thrust on here is a good idea. I was thinking that while it was flying. It would get spinning faster, and that would have it be more stable too. So, do I have? I could put the flea on it. I have. Ooh, I do have. Oh. Hey, this might be a really bad idea or a really, really good idea. Not exactly, aerodynamic by any stretch of the imagination. No kind of fairings or anything, no. But higher, further, farther. Further and farther, of course, meaning the same thing. Higher, faster, further. I think I might just do this. I think this is a good idea. We're going to up the thrust at the top end here. Let's take this out of Atmo. Let's lower the thrust on this bottom end. Oh my gosh. This thing should go pretty flippin' high. But I'm going to give it more than what it had before. About 1.86. That sounds good. I'm going to turn the gimbling right off because there's no sense for it. And no steering is going to be available. And then 3.8. So what I want to do is up this so that the transition here is not so much. So that thrust weight is that. Okay, Atmo. No, I want more thrust down here. There we are. 0.78. That's cool, that's cool, that's cool. I think so. Let's try this. Oh, and by the way, some people might be thinking, can I take this antenna and just like put a ton of them on there and then it'll transmit faster? And the answer to that question is no, it won't. Kerbalism takes the one single fastest antenna that you have and makes that the I should try and spread these out. I'm just noticing. Spread the mass out a bit here. But the single fastest antenna you have determines what your transmission speed is. So putting on more antennas doesn't help with transmission speed. Okay, sounding rocket. I'm not going to save it as a different thing. It's going to be the same thing. Let's do this. So I'm going to just Not simulate. We're going to launch. Life on the edge. There's no Kerbals on here. There's no Kerbals on this thing. What could go wrong? Nothing. Well, lots can go wrong, but I mean, whatever. Alright, so here we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to open this window up. I do have some contracts. If we break the 18-kilometer mark, that would be absolutely super. This thing may not be stable. It might go really, really badly. Hopefully it won't crash in anything. Now what I'm going to do this time is I'm going to stay on the surface, and we're going to transmit all of this away as long as my electricity holds up, which it should. So we're going to just time warp. Whoa, it's getting dark. Oh, I got a little bit too crazy with the time warp. That's okay. Oh dear. Almost out of electricity because I over time warped. And it's not generating any. Okay, that was my bad. Let's see how high this gets. I got a little bit sticky fingers with the time warping and time warp too far, and battery's very, very low, and there's nothing generating electricity. Of course, this thing will continue to fly, electricity or not, but it will shut down all the science equipment. Okay, it is leaning over that way. That's okay. I think, yeah, it'll land over here somewhere. This time we'll get a boom. Boom is good. Oh! Oh, that worked. I don't know how that... How do I have... Oh, of course I have a signal. What a goof. Uh-oh. Didn't think about... Okay, maybe simulation would have been a good idea. Oh, dear. I have no reaction wheels. I forgot, of course, you have an antenna. I do have control. Well, I could have done that. Oh, my God. Okay, this is... So, next time I say, why bother simulating, you now have an answer for me as to why I should bother simulating. There needs to be tail fins on this. Silly. So we never cracked 18 kilometers. On the science front, I don't think we're doing particularly well. Well, now we got a missile. Now we got a missile. It's not hitting anything, so this could have gone a whole lot worse. Oh my golly. Okay, I think the concept was good, but it needed fins on here. Let's just hasten this thing's demise. Boom. Oh, oh, oh! I thought for a second something survived. But no. Nothing survived that. Okay. Yep. Close. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Back to the Space Center we go. Wow. Decent idea. Bad execution. Okay, let's get to sunrise. Woo, look at the clouds. Nicey nice. We're going to try this again. And we're going to take these fins. We're going to duplicate them up here. There we go. And I don't think they need to be as rotated on the top part, because it'll be going pretty fast by that point. Just need to keep the rotation going. Actually, it's going to keep going anyway. Less rotation. There we go. Thrust away from the bottom. Everything here is still fine. Fine, fine, fine. And we're going to try this again. And saving it. And again, let's go. Let's go, let's go, let's go. See, this is what live streams do to me. Live streams get me on when I'm playing on my own. I'm cautious and I think about what I'm doing and all of that kind of thing. When I play live, it's just go, 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 let's go, let's go. Don't think, go. Okay. Again, let's just hit the space. Hopefully this time we'll get it up to 18 kilometers. Let's see how this does. That would be great. Can I get this? Oh, here it is. Always visible. Off. Stock toolbar. There we go. Now there should be a button down here for this. Persistent rotation, go away. Okay, persistent rotation doesn't come into play until we're in space. We'll talk about it then. Okay, this is going much better. Okay, just about done on the flea. And now we're on this one. 2.4 credits of science has been entered into the research and development. Let's put this on here. Oh, our apoapsis is already at 17 kilometers. We got this. Look at the clouds. This is so pretty. I love the fact that they put like a town over here, because that way when I go north to go in a polar orbit, I have the satisfaction of knowing I am dropping boosters on people's houses. Okay, contracts. Awesome, 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 awesome. Are we going to make space? Are we going that far? No, we're not. Not far, though. Apoapsis got up to 67 kilometers. That's not bad. I'm pretty pleased with that. Now, where is this thing going to come down? This gives us also not a hang time to be transmitting stuff, too, which is great. Time warp this away. I don't drop boosters on people's houses. I was just joking. I will launch to the south, so the boosters will go in the ocean when it comes around to putting things in polar orbits. Almost at space. Almost. We could easily modify this thing, too. I could have made something that got into space. That would be. Okay, now we're coming back down. Still transmitting stuff away. Just about completed transmitting the radiation scan. Oh, it's just part of a radiation scan. All right, we are going nowhere near. That's always the biggest fear, is to have this thing coming straight down right on top of something. That would be bad. Looks like we might be hitting someone's house, though. Oh, to have property in the vicinity of Kerbal Space Program. That would be... Slow this down so we can appreciate the destruction. Boom. Oh, look at that. We even have some parts. Oh, look. Sciencey stuff. Unfortunately, the science isn't stored in the actual sensor. It's stored in the hard drive that's in the probe, which is what took the brunt of that impact. Oh, it won't let me... Can I not recover you? Really? You're going to be like that? Okay, fine. Space Center. All right. Oh, 17 science I'm up to now. It feels so sad to be. Okay. We think, what do I got for notifications here? Just this contract complete. A bunch of milestones. Nice. First uncrewed flight. More contracts. Nice. New strategy available change. New strategies available. Local Science 1. I'm kind of curious now. That is, again, a new mod. Local Science 1. Is that in here somewhere? I don't see anything. Oh, here. Local Science 1. Oh, okay, so these highlight green as they become available. What's Local Science 1 do for us? There are so many research opportunities right in our backyard. We should focus on local research to bootstrap our space program. Absolutely. That way, when we do make it further out there, we'll be sending the best technology we can. So this gives me a 20% bonus to KSC Science. Nice. Setup cost is 5,000 Kerb bucks. Why wouldn't I do this? Requires at least 5,000, at least 25 reputation. So, Kersh Monk. Let's do that. So, are you sure you want to activate this strategy? It can't be modified once activated, but there's no downside to it. Active. Oh, but you can only keep one going at a time. That's going to be my one strategy for a while. I got it. I got it. Okay. That's okay. That's a good one for now. All right, 17 science, 17 science, 17 science. So we got some bigger boosters here. Can I get... This is parachutes. Life support containers. Oh, a photoelectric cell. You know what? No, we're going to go this way. And get basic rocketry, because that gives me bigger... I can make space easy now. We'll make ourselves into space. Then we're going to go to here. Look at, again, available contracts, career evolution, early space program, cracking the Carmen line. Yes, sirree, that's what we're going to do. And way down here, I like that these are coming in a sensible order. Enter space. Again, that's just getting over 70 kilometers. It sure is. I like, yes. And I'm avoiding part testing, which I hate. I hate part testing. just really bugs me, the part testing. Okay. So we need to get something that can get into space, and this thing was not far off. It really wasn't. So it has 2,563 meters per second at delta V. I do have the Swivel and the Valiant. The Valiant's a nice little engine. It's like a mini version of the Reliant, I think, because I don't think it has gimbaling, does it? Oh, it does. It's a mini version of the Swivel. It's the same thing, but just less powerful. Nice. But what I want to look at is, do I have fuel? I do have fuel tanks, so I could make an LFO. Why? Why? Let's keep it really. So if I get this up into around 30, there's the shrimp. Do I not have a smaller decoupler? I don't. The flea is a lot. Okay, so what if I took this all off, place that there. That's not the way it's going to stay. Just, again, batteries. 3 seems to be doing a nice job. 3 batteries. An antenna. You know, until I get the ability to actually control my rockets, I don't see going to orbit really being part of the equation. But getting to space is. (3,000 meters per second). There's just a lot of fuel. The flea, I'm getting this. Yeah, the flea is a lot more fuel in it than the. This has 140 units of solid fuel propellant. This has only it's not a huge amount more. Nice engines. Because I have the big decoupler. I think I should stick with what I got. This, as long as it can stay upright, and I don't see why it wouldn't, should. And again, put a little less spin on these. Because by the time this lets go, it's in the upper atmosphere anyway, and I think the spin on that one was appropriate. Whoa, do I still have... Oh my gosh, I still have... This is what's... I still got What is going on here? Okay, I still got the, this little guy. The mite is still stuck in the middle there. That's what's confusing me. Oh my gosh. There we go. That looks far more sensible. Far more sensible there. I love these little SRBs though. Yeah, you could burn off. I know there's that thing that you can fire this engine and blow up the one below it. I don't know. I'm not a big fan, to be honest. I still don't think I quite have the Delta V I want, so what I think I'm gonna do... Oh, I got a hammer, for goodness sakes. There you go. There you go. It's funny how the hammer seems big now. Got this huge hammer booster. It's monstrous. Look at that. 3833. This thing is going high. As long as it can keep pointing up, this is going to go high. There's no question about that. Put a stripe on it, because stripes are important. It's funny, it says variant, and then, oh, there's a dark variant. Sure. Getting way too picky about that stuff. Alright, I don't know. What do you think? I think so. This should be able to... This should do good. I think this should do very well. I don't see why it wouldn't. So, what we're going to do is look at thrust away. It's got a monstrous amount of thrust down here at the bottom. We can most certainly bring... Again, gimbling doesn't matter. Whether I turn that on or off doesn't matter. There. That'll be 4.58 by the time the fuel runs out, so it's going to be trucking. That's at max already. I think so. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run this just as it is. So, launch. It's a sounding rocket palooza today. Nothing but sounding rockets. Hopefully nothing more than just sounding rockets. The day's still young. You think it needs more batteries? It might need more batteries. We'll see what happens. Let's put this on. I got my contracts. Again, contracts to break the Kármán line. Let's look at it this way. There's nothing being collected now, so we'll just punch it. So, go. And again, remember, I still have no ability to steer. I can stage, but I cannot steer. I don't know what that waypoint's about. Oh, I know what it might be. I know what it might be. I have a mod called Waypoint Manager. Huh. Not sure why that waypoint's there. Okay, getting distracted again. So this is still... This is flying well. Collecting all kinds of science for me. Should really look to see how well are we doing as far as the science goes. I would like it... It's staying over the shores biome. Be nice if this kind of steered off towards a different biome. Small things, little things at a time. Right now it's still over shores. Oh, stage, silly. There we go. And how about telemetry? Telemetry, yeah, still lots and lots of stuff to collect here. Once I get some control, I'll be able to collect all this stuff. And then there's a radiation scan too. Again, there's still value to be collecting, but... Oh, we are getting some heating effects. Our apoapsis is now just, it's going to crack 200. Oh, don't blow up on me. No, it's good. I was worried we were getting... 300 kilometers. It's getting hot. Okay, we just ran out of fuel. Nice, and that's space, so that's those contracts. Groovy, groovy. And we still have lots of science. You get all of this hang time, too. That's all that time to transmit as much of this science away as you can. Nice. Oh, by the way, there's what persistent rotation does. I can show that to you right now. If I'm time warping, this is not a physics time warp. Notice that it keeps rotating. I always hate that in the stock game, that when you time warp, the rotation stops. It just freezes its attitude in place. I know you can actually use that to your advantage sometimes, but personally, I just kind of like, no, it should just keep rotating. Persistent rotation, by the way, does other things as well. You can do things like make rotating habitats that you can set the rotation at and things like that. But for this, it's great. Gosh, damn, we're getting up to 581 kilometers. Look at our view. Now let's get rid of this. Look at that. Look at that. We're going to get some high science stuff too, but we're never going to transmit all this stuff, unfortunately. Unfortunately not. Oh, and our hard drive is full too. There's another issue. We ran out of hard drive space. The 2 megabytes of data that this thing had was just not enough. Come on, more and more time warping. Let's go. Oh, we're transmitting. Look at that. This thing is going to be funny when it hits the atmosphere, I tell you that. This cloud animation, I noticed that as we were coming down, and the clouds are sort of rolling. That's really nice when I was time warping there. Okay, this might be short-lived. This could easily be short-lived. Boom. Oh, lots of... there we go. Goodbye. Oh, what's... Got something. Something. Well, let me get down there. Okay. All right. I don't know. I'm calling that a success. Back to the Space Center we go. Back to the Space Center we go. 52 science. That was a roaring. That was an overwhelming success.